Over 300 sports coaches grow their coaching businesses online by using Instagram and using online coaching programs to train them. And in this video, I'm going to show you the exact website design and what funnel structure you should be using in order to actually take somebody from your Instagram page and to get them into your online coaching program. Okay. Using this funnel, I personally myself made over $32,000 a month, and some of my best clients are making over $100,000 a month using this exact strategy. Okay, so if this is your first time here, my name is Nick. I run an online consulting company helping sports coaches train more athletes online by using Instagram, social media, and all that different type of stuff. If you're brand new here, welcome in. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for being here. You're in for an absolute banger right here. I'm going to walk you through the exact structure that you need to have for your funnel, so that way you can actually turn traffic on your Instagram page into real paying online coaching athletes. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. So the first thing we need to understand is that a funnel is going to be multiple pages, okay? And what I mean by a funnel is that on each step in the funnel, you're going to have some drop off. And this is going to be the first page that we're actually going to create, okay? And so the way that this page is going to look is we're going to have a headline. Maybe we'll have a sub headline. And then we're going to have what's right here called a video sales letter and a button. Now I'll break down exactly why this structure is so important, but essentially what we're doing right here is as soon as somebody lands on the page, this is all they're going to see, okay? So what's most important that we do is to optimize the top half of the page. There's a saying in marketing called above the fold. That's what we're trying to do right here. We're trying to optimize everything up here, above the fold, before they scroll, right? Before the scroll. Everything down here is secondary. Okay, a lot of people spend a lot of time on, the structure of their website and everything like that. What is most important is to tell people in the headline who you are, what you do, how you can help, maybe a little bit of supporting text in the subhead. But then this video sales letter, just an explainer video walking through how you can help with results and proof. So that way a brand new stranger can come and land on this video and be like, yeah, okay, this guy can help me get better at baseball, or whatever it is that you're doing, right? And then from there, we want this button to take them to an application page. Okay. The reason why we take them to an application page is so that way we can actually get their contact information. Now, everything below this page is not super important, right? Typically what we see is like putting my story of the coach right here. Then we can talk about, how the main pillars of the program, and the pillars are different than the deliverables of the program. But then we'll say, here are the deliverables of the program. And then we're going to have some frequently asked questions that typically come up either in their Instagram DMs or on sales calls or whatever it is. But this is the basic structure of what's called, I'm going to title this the landing page. Okay. And the landing page, this is the link that you put in your Instagram bio. You see, a lot of people are like, I think I need to have a website. It's like, nah, you need a funnel. You don't need a website where you can, have people go and get all the information. No, you put the information on this one page and you have it be top to bottom. Okay. You want it to read like this because that is how people are going to consume the information. You don't want to give them information all over the place. You want to structure the information in a way so that way it answers the questions that they're having in their head as they come up, right? This is not just like some random tactic. Okay. I paid like literally over $100,000 to marketing mentors to teach me this type of stuff. Okay. So this is the basic structure of above the fold. Beneath that, we want to go my story, the pillars, FAQs, etc. Okay. But Nick, what happens when they hit the button? I thought you would never ask. The next step in the funnel is going to be the application page. Okay. And the application page does something that, you guessed it, it has the application on the page. And it's very, very simple. Okay. We're going to get, number one, contact information above all else, but we're going to get a little bit about their current situation. So like maybe what level they play at. That's probably the most basic one. How old are they? Maybe like if it's a parent or the athlete, like you want to have a question like that. And then we're going to ask them, what are your goals? Okay. Something very simple. What is your big baseball goal that you're embarrassed to say out loud? That's a great question. That's a great question that you can put on there. And then we're going to say, what are you struggling with right now that are going to prevent you, that you feel like is preventing you from getting to those goals? So all we're trying to do is just create a gap on this application. And the reason why we're doing this is so, number one, we can get people's contact information, but number two, we're also qualifying people. Okay. In order to fill out this application, you need to be pretty serious, right? You need to be pretty sold. So if you're having difficulty, like let's say, you have a website, you have a landing page and you're not getting traffic there, well, then you probably just need more traffic to come to the page. This is not the video for you. This is how to optimize the page and the funnel that you already have, okay? So we go current, we go goals, we go struggles, okay? Then we're gonna ask maybe about their past. Have they ever worked with a coach before? And then we're gonna ask some sort of financial qualifier, okay? And so the financial qualifier is super important. Now you don't need to put price directly in the application, although you can, to be fair. Really what you need to do here is you just need to ask them like, hey, are you actually willing to invest time and money into your career? Because if they're not, there's no point on trying to send them to the calendar, which is, you guessed it, the next step, okay? So these are really the main 5 questions that we need to ask. There are a handful of other questions that you can ask depending on who you are, what you do, and things like that. Don't be like, oh, Nick, but what if I'm this person? It's like, yo, if you want to get my direct help, you're going to have to join my program. You're going to have to ask me that question on a coaching call after you actually get inside my program. If you want to learn more about my program and how I can help, you can click the link down in the description. Watch the video. It'll walk you through exactly how my program works, pricing, everything like that, and then you can apply and book a call with me after. But back to the video, okay? So these are the first 2 steps. First, we're gonna have the lander, then we're gonna have the application, then we're gonna have the calendar page, okay? So anybody that falls out from the application to the calendar, and what I mean by that is anybody who doesn't book a call, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a scheduler here, okay? We're gonna put a scheduler directly on the page. We're gonna embed it directly on the page, okay? And so anybody that doesn't book the call, that falls out right here, we're going to reach out to them via text because we got their phone number and their email here. So we're going to text them and we're going to email them. Hey, saw you applied for my program. Looks like you might be a great fit, but you didn't get a chance to book a time. I have this time and this time. What time works best for you? Right? That is sales 101. And if you need sales help, obviously, then that's a completely different video, right? But we want to get their contact information and then give them the option to book a call, okay? And so this calendar page is very, very simple. And then from there, if you get the application, they don't book the call, you can manually book them. Oftentimes, a lot of my clients want to make sure that the parents are on the call, right? So that is obviously super, super, super important, okay? Especially if you're going to sell high ticket, like my clients sell 1 to 3K plus packages. You're probably not going to sell that just telling a kid like, hey, my program is $4,000 and then never talking to them, never talking to a parent, right? They're going to go back, hey, mom and dad, this guy just pitched me a $4,000 program. I know you've never heard of him before. Can we do it? They're going to be like, what? No way, right? Because they don't know anything about who you are, what you do, and how you can help. So let's say they do apply and book a call, okay? And the parents are there. Then we're going to send them to the thank you page or the confirmation page or whatever you want to call it. And now I've actually learned that the confirmation page is the most important page in the entire funnel. Okay. It is the most important page in the entire funnel. Most people think it's this one. Okay. Most people think it's this one. If you don't suck and you know how to drive traffic, okay, you actually make good content, you have demand to work with you. Okay. If you don't have demand to work with you, you need to work on that first. But if you have demand to work with you, then literally you can just put it, like you can embed an application on the page. Like I have a client right now who's doing like $20,000, $30,000 a month. Their landing page looks like this. And then like literally they have like maybe one FAQ. And then on the next page, it's right to the calendar. We just take the application out of it. People can book a call right there. Super simple. Okay. But the thank you page, this is the most important page of the entire funnel because this is when they apply and they book the call and them and their parents are getting ready for the call. This is where you stuff the page with all of the information and handling all the objections and answering all the questions that they have, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to have a main confirmation page. We're going to thank them and confirm, hey, you just took an action. Congratulations, you just booked a call. Can't wait to speak. And then this little video is going to explain, hey, make sure to go through the rest of this page, okay? So what we're going to do beneath that is we're going to have a breakdown of the program. We're going to put that right here on this page right there. Okay. I'm actually going to erase this bottom part right here too, because I got to keep going. Okay. So we're going to put a breakdown of the program right there. It's literally just going to be a screen share video walking through what your online coaching program looks like, walking through what the software is. Okay. From there, after the breakdown video, we're probably going to have some FAQs. Okay. And these can be videos or they can be written. And to be clear, I have both for my clients and I've seen both work, but it really just depends on what you want to do. Okay. If you want to make them written, it's going to take a little bit less time. If, they're more complex questions, then maybe you can make videos. Okay. Then we're going to have FAQs. Then we're going to have testimonials. If you've spent any sort of time on this YouTube channel, you see that I have a metric fuck ton of case studies, right? There's a reason why, so that you can come here and know that I actually know what the fuck I'm doing. And so if you're an online sports coach, you should be doing the exact same thing, okay? And then putting those testimonials on the confirmation page, okay? You can also get like written testimonials, things like that. You can switch up the order of the testimonials and the FAQs. I've seen that doesn't really break the flow of the page. That's not super important. What's important is that you give the parents and the players all the information that they need on this page, the thank you page, after they book the call. Okay? So this is exactly what the funnel strategy should actually look like. If you want to copy this, this is exactly what I'm teaching people. And they pay me, thousands and thousands of dollars to learn how to do this exact strategy that I'm giving to you here for free on YouTube. So obviously, if you want my help actually implementing this, because there's a ton that I didn't really have time to go over in this video. And quite frankly, that's not really fair to the clients that I'm working with either, if I just give away all this sauce on YouTube. And you probably have a bunch of questions too. So if you have a bunch of questions, you want to learn from me directly, I'm your guy, go ahead, book in a call with me. If not, if you just want to keep learning on YouTube for free, that's cool too. Either way, hopefully you got a ton of value out of this video. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.